Good day, everybody. Meteorologist Robert Spetta here with WesternPacificWeather.com. It is currently the 9th of June 2011, and just as this tropical season just starts picking up here with our most recent typhoon, another tropical depression just forming up here over the Philippines, approximately 90 nautical miles to the west of Manila. Right in here is the center of circulation. This is Tropical Depression 05W, so the fifth storm claimed at this intensity this so far thus this season, and also if it does reach the strength of tropical storm, will be Sarika, or Sarika, I believe that's how it's pronounced. If I'm butchering it, I apologize, everybody here. But looking at the system, it's strengthening rapidly here in the past several hours. Actually, this morning, JTWC did put a TCFA warning on this, and as of 1200 India or 1100 Philippine Standard Time, or about 03 Zulu for everybody worldwide here, the storm was upgraded to a tropical depression. Also JMA also upgrading this to a tropical depression as well. It seems like actually one of the only agencies not upgrading it as of right now is the Philippines, where Bagasa here still calling it an area of low pressure over the center of the country right in here, off to the west, gradually drifting, but been seeing winds upwards of tropical storm strength all last night as this moved over the island. Actually, here in Manila, seen max winds right around 35 knots. So heavy rain showers also canceling a lot of schools out here in Manila. A lot of reports of that, and also upwards of about 35 flights canceled in Manila in the past 24 hours as well, due to this area of low pressure, as they have been quoting it in the Philippines there. But now upgraded to a tropical depression per JMA and JTWC here, and expecting it to drift off towards the north, basically with this overall background flow along the western periphery of the subtropical ridge out here, and basically all of this associated with the southwest monsoon starting up in here. Expecting that to gradually move north, eventually making landfall along southeastern China here, northeast of Hong Kong, and likely just west of Taiwan here before it recurves and takes off to the east here. So expecting that to gradually work its way, maxing out as a tropical storm. Winds right around 40 up to 50 knots here. I really would not expect this to make it to typhoon strength. Just don't believe it has the time to do that before it runs into some of these unfavorable conditions out here to the north. And one of those unfavorable conditions is the high amount of vertical wind shear up here associated with the polar front jet, actually located over China, extending out south of Kyushu here, and basically out southeast of Honshu, where you see these 100 knots up here. This is all supporting the Bayou stationary front, which has been producing rain the last couple days here in Japan. Actually, high pressure ridging in behind that today, producing much fairer weather. But all of this frontal system and the associated jet with it is really going to impact the system as it drifts off to the north, specifically on the 11th into the 12th. Really going to get impacted there, and you're going to see a significant weakening, not only because of land interaction here with China, but also due to that subtropical jet. So really don't expect this to have the amount of time for any further development, even though it is intensifying rapidly. Really do still continue to expect it to top out right around about 40 up to 50. And another thing that may hinder it from intensifying any greater than a weak tropical storm is because of a dry air actually inflowing in from the north here. Looking at these multispectral imageries here, microwave imagery just down here to the bottom, you can see some of this dry air actually coming in from the north. That's what some of these lower areas and darker blue are kind of indicating right in here. And also up to the north, you see some of these areas on the visible satellite imagery basically clear of all cloud tops right in here. Now that's coming out of that subtropical ridge off here to the northeast, kind of getting influxed into the midst of the system. A lot of moisture coming in from the equatorial side. High sea surface temperatures down here above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, really pumping a lot of moisture into the system. So the interaction between both of these are kind of competing against each other. Looks like that moisture air is kind of winning out right now, but still that dry air from the north is slightly hindering it from intensifying any stronger than what already noted. As far as the models go, a lot of them are starting to catch up with this system as it has intensified rapidly. European model, one of the ones that was picking up on it. GFS, one of the models I like the best here, is starting to pick up on it right now, taking it basically due north. This is in agreement with JTWC's warning on it. Also noting it is running over some higher sea surface temperatures right here just west of Luzon, up towards the Luzon Strait here. So that also is going to influence it and intensifying it here. But once it gets north of those sea surface temperatures, as you can see up here near the Taiwan Strait, they rapidly drop off down to about 25 to 23 degrees Celsius up here. So really going to decrease the intensity on it up there as well. But here showing JTWC's warning on this system. Currently winds 25 to 35 knots. Still seeing a rapid intensification on it. They're expecting it to max out right around 40, gusting up to 50 knots. I think it could be it's slightly stronger than that, but maxing only at right around 50 knots. That's my personal opinion on it. Also looking at a CPA, or the closest time where it's going to be closest to Hong Kong, as noted here, approximately 136 nautical miles on the afternoon of the 11th. Now, still noting the cone still continues to linger here all the way from the west coast of Taiwan all the way out towards Hong Kong, so all that area still has the potential per JWC to be warned on. I think it would actually swing a little bit farther towards the east than towards the west, just due to the westerlies up in here starting to have an influence on it as it starts to recurve off towards the northeast here. But just elsewhere in the western Pacific, as already noted, high pressure dominating much of Japan today, producing some fair weather today into tomorrow. Another low starting to creep off of China here. You actually see some of the cloudiness rolling into the picture, expecting that to influence the area over much of Japan on the Saturday and the Sunday, expecting rain showers throughout the region. So just want to watch that. Basically going to hinder this weekend coming up here. And also just to the southeast here, just southeast of Guam all the way out in this region, it's Infest 93W. Now a lot of the models are actually picking up on this one, developing out here to the west, to the southwest of Guam. Once it gets north of 10 degrees north up in this region, could get some more Coriolis for us, plenty of high sea surface temperatures out here, and could very likely take the same path as Typhoon Sanga did. Now, I don't want to panic anybody, just want to mention the fact that this does have a good potential of development out here right now. Still invest, JTWC hasn't warned on it, and really none of the other agencies out here, including JMA, not really warning on it right now. They do have it marked as a low on their weather map here, just showing at 090Z, so about 0900 local here in Japan where this map was made. Still showing the stationary front extending out here down just south of Kyushu, and basically an extension that should go out here over China, as off the map here there is a low pressure developing out here as noted earlier. So all of this kind of a trough of low pressure extending out this region, one of the main reasons why I would expect this tropical depression to turn off towards the northeast in the long run. But that is all for right now, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, as usual, you can post them in the comment box below. Watching this at YouTube, you can also email me here at Western Pacific Weather, or excuse me, westpacweather@gmail.com. And lastly, I will be posting this video at storm2k.org. Plenty of meteorological discussion with very professional people there on this particular storm and any other weather event going on worldwide. Plenty of discussion going on there as well. So thanks again for listening, everybody. Hope you have a great day and stay safe out there.